everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are still in the same area and I am still doing the tag. I think my first video was a little bit longer because I was talking a little bit much, but we will see how I figure out not to talk too much, but enough. So I got a beautiful blue color. You see that? Oh, that shines so nice. So that I can concentrate on the questions, and I'm doing the 200 questions get to know me better tag question thing, and I'm doing it like I did the last time. I'm taking 5 questions each and answering them. So, okay, first topic, there is likes, career, family, values, dreams, and unconventional questions. Dreams is actually just 9 questions, so that will be faster, but doesn't matter. Okay, let's go with likes. What was your favorite age growing up? Okay, wait a minute, I have to know which symbol is this. 939. Okay. Circle. My favorite age growing up, I think, or I guess it was my childhood, when I was little. Just playing games, figuring out new things, learning a lot, learning to read. I love to read, so this was a great time when I learned to read, because I was always fascinated when my parents were reading the newspaper. I always loved it, but I think it was more because of this huge paper that they were holding. Yeah, so I think my favorite age was about 6 when school started, and I was really happy when I first went to school. I loved it. Later I kind of lost this one, but I liked it. So okay, between 6 and maybe 10, 12, it was more of the playing time. Then, was the last thing you read digitally or in print? Digitally or in print? The last thing I read, the last book I finished was digital, was an ebook. It was Keeping Faith. I don't know if it was from an English author, not sure. Yeah, I didn't really like it. For me it was two steps forward, 1 step back, or 1.5 steps back. So it was so slow, and there were so many obvious things, and it never got to the point when I said, yeah, awesome, now I really want to keep reading. I mean, I read it because I wanted to know what was happening with the main character, but yeah, I don't know, it wasn't something that I would recommend for some German watchers maybe, or people who can speak German. I do post a link to my book blog down in the description, so you can check it out. Digitally print, age. Would you say you're more of an extrovert or an introvert? I'm totally introvert. I I'm not a people person. I don't really like meeting people. Not meeting new people. I do like when I meet the people I like, I love, I know. That's fine. That's fun. But I am not so much into people I don't know, or people I'm not sure if they are nice or not. Totally new people. I mean, I would be okay with meeting people that I was talking online, because then it's kind of, you know someone, or you know him or her a little bit. But totally new people is not something I like. So I'm more an introvert. In short. Then 7, 8, 9. What's your favorite ice cream topping? Honestly, in Germany we don't do the topping thing. We just eat ice cream. But if I would have to choose, I would just go with sprinkles. I think sprinkles are nice. Or maybe some caramel. That count as a topping? I think caramel would be awesome. The last one. What was the last show you binge watched? Oh, I did binge watch Chicago Fire, I think, or I think it was Chicago Fire, because we borrowed the DVD, or the DVDs, the boxes, from my mom. She loves this TV show, and yeah, so we kind of had to watch it, because we did want to give it back to her, but we couldn't stop watching. So I think it was the last one me and my boyfriend and me binge watched. Okay. Next we're going to career. 6. Are you more a work to live or live to work type of person? Well, that depends on. Right now I am the work to live person, because I just have to do what I do now, even though I don't like it. But honestly, I would love to get to the point where I can say I'm a live to work person, because when I do get the job that I love, I'm fine. When I have to work a little bit longer, that would be okay. I mean, it wouldn't be awesome and nice and fun, but I think it would be okay. So, not pushing my drills down, that would be very not good. Alright. There. Yeah, so I hope that was answered. I'm more I would love to work what I like person. So yeah. Does your job make you feel happy and fulfilled? Why or why not? No, it doesn't, because it's just so. That's what I say. I mean, I'm not doing something else than what I did before on the college that I was working. Where this very, very close getting professor also was working. And I didn't do anything else. I mean, I taught students how to write a paper. I taught them, and they liked that. And now I'm teaching some pupils something that they are not interested in. And they are people who don't get it, that this is just a thing you have to get done. And it doesn't matter if you like it or not. When they are not interested in something, that means everything that is not a smartphone, not Instagram, not Facebook, not WhatsApp or whatever, whoops, they are not interested in. So, and I'm sorry, that were my neighbors. And so they treat me like I'm an ass. I'm really an ass, so I don't like it. That's just it. If they would treat me better or just with respect and getting that I don't want to give them bad grades, but they are not interested in that. So they do want to get bad grades. I don't care about it, honestly. So I don't care. I'm sorry, but so yeah, this is not fulfilling me, but I have to work with that. So yeah. How would your 10-year-old self react to what you do? Oh, she would roll with her eyes, and she would be like, "You're standing in front of a class and talking? What?" Because I didn't even know. Was like a switch turn. I hated to talk in front of people. I do, and I still do. But students or pupil or whoever that I want to teach or who I want to teach something, that is okay to speak in front of. It's just when I have to do a speech or something that's like, ooh, can't. So she would be really impressed. What do you remember most about your first job? My first job, my very, very, very first job. My first job was at a bookstore. I worked there in my vacation, or not vacation, my holiday, my summer holiday. I was working there, and what I remember about it, that I thought it wasn't very thought about things. I was sitting at the cash register, and customers do usually go to the cash register to ask a question. And when I told a woman, there was nobody in the store. No one. Really, literally no one. I was sitting there and thinking about everything else, but yeah, I had nothing to do. And there came a woman in, and she wanted to get a book. And I knew where the book was because I've just seen it. And there was no one in, so nobody wanted to buy something. So I was just sitting around. And I said, yeah, sure, I can show you the book. We have that here. And right, and so I went with her to where the book was. And then my boss, she was furious about me leaving my cash register to show the customer where the book was she wanted. And I was like, why? Nobody was there. She's like, yeah, there could have been someone in. I was like, there was no one here. And everyone was somewhere in the store, and I couldn't see someone, I couldn't find someone, or I couldn't wave someone to come and help this woman. So, and she was making a huge deal. I was like, Of course, I would have asked someone else if there was like a line. Yeah, that's what I remember. But I also do remember a good thing, and I got 20% off of every book that I bought. So I did buy a lot of books in that time, because in that time I didn't know eBay or something else where you can buy used books. So yeah, but that was it. And the last thing, did you start working immediately after finishing school? Why or why not? No, I didn't. I mean, I would love to, but I didn't. I didn't find a job that fast. Like I said, I graduated with a major people don't really know. It's needed everywhere. It's the technical writing. I'm an engineer for technical writing. That means I do know how to write a perfect manual. And everybody needs a good manual. I mean, it's like a marketing thing when the manual is bad. That's not good. And they didn't really see the value of it, so I didn't really find a job. I found my job like 8 months later. Yeah. And I hated it. I hated the staying at home and being the housewife thing. Because my boyfriend was working, I wasn't, so I was the housewife for a couple of months. Okay, next one, family. Who are you the closest to and why? My mom, because she is my best friend. So yeah, that was short question. Do you want a family of your own? Yes, I do, and I don't want to talk about that much because I think this is some trigger for my panic attacking and anxiety version of myself. So yes, I do. I would love to have a family on my own. Yes. So next. What's your favorite family tradition? Family tradition. I love Christmas. Here in Germany we do set up the tree on the 24th in the morning, or we did, my family did. We set up the family tree, the Christmas tree, on the 24th. My dad was lying under the tree we always had a real tree, so we had to put it in this stand, and everyone was standing on one side and like, okay, no, you have to, it's to the left, so pull, and until the tree was up, and then we decorated it together and put on the lights, and yeah, that was a nice tradition. I like this one, and that's something that I do keep with a family that I might have one day. Yep. Yeah. If you could change your relationship with a family member, would you? If so, with whom? I think with my dad. I've talked about this in my last video. We're both Capricorns, so we are really stubborn, and I think sometimes that was not good, or that did a little bit destroy our relationship, because we could never compromise on something, and he was stubborn and pretty strict, and I was a little rebellious in puberty, and so he couldn't work with that because I think he just didn't understand why I am like that, and I couldn't understand why he was that strict and wouldn't let me do anything, and so I think I would maybe change my relationship with him a little bit to the better of course. Yeah, but I mean, we don't hate each other, it's just we had strong opinions. What was it like growing up as the youngest, oldest, only child? I'm an only child, so I loved it because I got so many things. I do have, my birthday is on 25th of December, so it means if I wanted to have something during the year, I probably got it. So, because they could have never say, okay, let's wait until your birthday. Right, so I think that's the thing that I appreciated the most, that I got a lot of things. And the bad thing is, of course, you cannot say, oh no, it was the other one. That's, I think, the bad sign of being an only child. You cannot say, no, that was not me. It wasn't me. So, but it's okay. Then, values. I think I'm right. Values, 1, 5. What makes you feel most accomplished? Accomplished, most accomplished. Let's see. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. Makes me feel accomplished. I think just the being happy part. I mean, I'm sorry, I hope I do say it right, because maybe I've learned another meaning of the word, but I think I feel accomplished when I satisfied with myself. When I don't say, okay, you should have done this, you should have done this, you should have done this. I think this is something that I do feel accomplished about. Then, who do you admire most in the world? I think my dad. My dad, he built his own company with no help. He was 30 something when he opened his own company, and he learned so much to do this, and I think I'm most proud of him. And yeah, I know. I mean, I know that some say, well, you're just talking about that he's not that you should improve the relationship. Yes, but he's an amazing person you do want to have as a boss.